sharing my all-time favorite recipe for the Italian almond biscotti. Biscotti means bake twice, and these biscuits are excellent to dunk in tea or coffee, or it's a treat every time. So let me go ahead and show you how to make it.
I'm going to start beating 1 egg, and I'm going to add that in a mixing bowl. Add in some melted butter. This is just 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Add in some vanilla extract, some almond extract. You need to be a little careful with almond extract, as if it's too much, then it can get bitter. Give it a good mix. Mix it really well. Now add in the xanthan gum, the baking powder. Give it a good mix. I've added these dry ingredients now, but you can always add these along with the almond flour. Now there goes your almond flour. Now this is a sweetener. This is monk fruit Lakanto sweetener. And add in just a pinch of salt. Just combine all the ingredients. Don't overmix it, just let them come together. Then add in some sliced roasted almonds. If you have whole roasted almonds, that would work as well. Add in some fennel seeds or anise seeds or soft. The anise seed or the fennel seed along with the almond extract is a classic Italian combination. It really goes very well together. Combine all the ingredients now together. Once they are all together, just use your hands. I'm just going to use my hands now, and it's all coming together just like this. This is the consistency, and knead it to form a nice soft dough. Now take a baking tray. I'm using a silicone mat here. You can use a parchment paper, and place your dough in the center and tap it down to make a nice rectangular slab about 1 inch thick, and the slab would be about 10 by 5 in measurement, and this will go in the oven at 325 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes. You can keep checking the oven. Once you can see it's nice golden brown but still soft from inside, let it cool for a good 15 minutes. Once it's cooled, use a sharp knife and cut the slab. I'm using a Santaku knife here, but you can use a serrated knife, and cut with a sawing motion to avoid the crumbling. Right now it's so soft it crumbles very easily, but you can always put it together. Once sliced, lay out individual pieces on your baking tray, leaving some space between them. You can see that they are still very soft and they can crumble very easily, but you can always press them together to keep them intact. Now they are ready for their second bake at 250 degrees. After 30-35 minutes, they are nice golden brown, but they are still soft to touch. Let them cool for a good 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to make the chocolate sauce. Now prepare a bowl of piping hot water and place in your bowl of dark chocolate. I'm using about 4 to 5 squares of Lindt dark chocolate. This is about 85%, and keep stirring it till the chocolate melts. Once it's completely melted, you can dip in your biscottis which have been cooled and keep them on a cooling rack until the chocolate hardens. This will take about 10 to 15 minutes. Once the chocolate has hardened, they are ready to be served. They are nice and crispy. Now just listen to the pop. There you go. They're nice and crunchy and crispy. Serve them with your favorite tea or coffee or enjoy it with hot chocolate. They are as delicious as they look. This is a real treat. The Italian almond biscotti.
So next time you have a cup of coffee, do enjoy biscotti with it. Thanks for watching.